Hey Stony, hi. Hey Persto, hey Jazzy, hey Sean. Hello, welcome. Finally you're here, Sean. Last week we went through your demo reel, and today I really don't know what I'm doing, but I guess we can at least talk a little bit about approaching a shot. Um, and then we can possibly animate some fingers. I'm trying to find uh rigs. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? How's your week? Any plans for the weekend? Mm, awesome, can't wait for it. I hope so. I first have to find some rig to use their fingers, so. Hey Russ! Welcome. This is not my personal stream. It's more like educational. I'm doing for CG Spectrum, so I'm gonna just animate something. Okay, I think I'm gonna just open Elsa rig and see if she has like really good fingers. That way we can see what we can do. But okay. We're just gonna scale her. Just animating as usual during the week, other than that, usual day. Cool. It's nice. Yeah, it's been a busy week for me. Hmm. I'm already like kind of waiting for my next holiday. Can't wait. I just took like a long Christmas break, but still need more. Um, we'll just assign some material for now. Um, hey Tron, Tron Skull, welcome. Oh, Sean knows Duran. Um, more breaks will keep totally. Yeah, totally keeps our. We do need breaks. We do need breaks. How's your weekend, Russ? You said you woke up late. Were you playing like games all night? Yeah, I think we can hide the pelvis and legs. Roll the head. Hair. Body control. What we do near the all. We just need to this. I'm just trying to hide these so we'll have a cleaner. For some reason I can't open. There's like a restream. Open view. That view. Advanced. I was going to do a few errands, but put an alarm the wrong time and woke up an hour ago. Oh no! Wait, it's like 3:21 over there, right? West Coast. It's okay. Oh, it's weekend. We totally need some rest. Hey. Andrej? Andrej? Oh, why sorry? Hey, Alan. There's a Space Jam movie coming out. God, it's been long since I watched Space Jam. You slept 8 hours, which is more than usual. So it definitely needed to sleep. That's good. Good that you got good rest. All right. Okay, let's just jump into this. I still didn't figure out how to open restream chat box. I'm only like going through something happened. Sure. Rick, how you involved in CG? I started animating like 7 years ago or 8 years ago. Yeah, I was interested in animation and jumped in taking some animation courses, and here I am. That's how I guess I'm involved in CG. All right, so we'll animate some fingers. I did find like a GIF. Let's see, something like this. We can animate and see You can pose, but we need two hands. We'll see, we'll see. And then I talk a little bit about the approaching a shot. And then there's also a regis from this link if you guys want it. And okay, let's first talk about approaching a shot. First, when you're approaching a shot, plan across a series of shots, like what exactly you wanted to do. Plan out your shots, right? So plan across a series of shots. So basically, I think I can show one of my students Paulis or Pauls. This is like a good example. For like planning out shots. So let me open that. Hey Rizwan, you can animate fingers, great. I think some people need some kind of guidance, so I'll just animate today. See how you. Okay. Yeah. Actually, Paul's is a great example. What I mean by we're talking today about how we need to approach a shot in planning and entire like planning to animating to finishing a shot and making it look all good. So hey Taryn, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. All right. So what is that? What do I mean by plan across a series of shots? This is like one of the examples of my student Paulus, and Paul actually plans out his shots very systematically, saying like this is a main character, this is a secondary character, and he chose between like different models, so which sets into his shot. So it's very important for you to like kind of plan out what things you want to put in your shot, and like just talking about like remove the sword or like experiment no helmet or something and see how can I like fit this character into the shot, and the props you're gonna use for your shot, like you need to plan things out more systematically so you wouldn't be kind of overwhelmed or kind of clueless of what you're doing. So it's kind of very important planning, and then kind of render out your shot. So it helps you to see how your shot is, where your shot is, and stuff like that. And it actually kind of motivates and encourages you to go on with the shot. And that's one shot, right? So and then he came up with another shot, this one. So that's what I mean by plan across series of shots is sometimes you might have a really strong idea of what you want to do, but sometimes you might be confused, like you have like five great ideas and you do want to plan all those five great ideas and then plan things out and like lay across so that you know, okay, this is speaking to me and I just wanted to sit and work on this. So that's what I mean by planning across series of shots. And where I'm coming with the shot and going with the shot is very important, because you do want that shot to be speaking to you. Like, why do you want to work with that shot? And yeah, so you need to ask these kind of questions when you plan out any shot from starting to the end. And every sequence has arcs, and find its pace with the film or the shot. Find your pacing. So what do I mean by this is there is an arc in every sequence. So is your shot like starting out big and then ending very subtled out, or is it subtly starting and having a big punch in the end? So every sequence has arcs and find its place within the shot. What I mean by that is, so if there is a certain character, that certain character fits in the world and in the shot, it need to have a place. For example, let's say there's a cook. If the cook, a person who cooks is in the battlefield, that doesn't fit in there, right? You do want to put the character in the right space, in the right shot, in the right environment. There could be a reason why the cook could be on the battlefield, so maybe that's like a joke, like a comedic shot or something. But usually every character and every prop, or um every object in your shot has its own place. So you do want to know where they exist and what are their personality and whether they fit in your in that environment or not. So, and be the director. What is the shot? Why does the shot exist? So when you're planning out even your demo reel shots or personal shots or personal short films, you do want to be your own director, because it's very very important to find, like, know exactly what your shots are about and take the ownership of it. And every shot should have a purpose and definable subtext. You must find its place within the sequence. Again, this goes back to our third point. So there should be a purpose and definable subtext. So yeah. When it comes to character, who are they? Ask why, and very important to ask why they exist, and who are they? Are they like a brave person, weaker person, strong character, weak character, or like how you want to project that character? You do need to know who are they from the get-go of your planning of the shot. So yeah. And what's the purpose behind the move that you're trying to do in your character? Whatever the character is, if the character is doing something, you do need to know what is the purpose behind that move. Why is he going for that gesture or that move? In general, where can I provide the resting point for the audience? So sometimes this is actually very very important, because people think when you're animating a shot, you do want to make everything keep moving. That's not the purpose of animating a shot. Is you do need to have a resting points for the audience, because if things are moving constantly in on the screen, your eyes get tired, your audience get tired, they don't understand what's happening unless it's like a huge fight scene where like it's just a chaos. But still, I think even in the fight scene there should be a resting point, because before that big move or the big punch, you do want that resting point to have that contrast between a heavy animation and then like the end motion that you're going for, like the hero pose or something. So that's very, very important. And how minimal can I make it? Sometimes doing too big or doing everything too overly done can be kind of overwhelming. So how can I cut down things and still convey the action with minimal moves? So that's very important. These are a place to show thought process. I did talk about thought process in my previous stream, so that's very important because sometimes a character can just keep talking, talking, talking all the time. Like there should be a reason why he or she say that word or the thought process behind that character. And don't worry about finding entertainment, just find the truth and true to the character. Be true to the scene and true to the shot. So sometimes people get caught up in trying to like make things very entertaining and want to be like, oh, I wanted it to be entertaining. Sometimes the subtle animation can still kind of connect to the audience. So that's what we are looking. So the truth and the relatability and how good you are connecting with the audience is important than finding the entertainment value and losing the essence of the shot. So yeah, that's in a pretty much in a nutshell that I have. It's kind of straightforward, but sometimes we have to be kept be we need to keep check of all these things when we are working on the shot so we don't miss out on anything because sometimes it's easy to like work on a shot and forget about the things that we know. So it's kind of like a refresh checklist. So very important. Um yeah. Sorry, I think I just like missed on. I'm sorry. Could you share scene of you do what scene I'm doing, or it's only for people in the course? No, it's the streams are basically it's kind of like an a small piece of what you will be kind of learning at CG Spectrum. So these are pretty much like saying we are a school of pretty experienced mentors who are already in the industry. So we get to share our experience and show what you'll be learning from the course if you have to take. So that's the reason, but there is no set rule or goal for me to do anything on the stream. It's basically just to help you guys understand animation, and if you guys are interested and want to take more courses, please feel free to reach out to me. If you want me to be your mentor, or if you want to recommend your friends, that would be great too. I can put my school's email address so that you guys can reach out to me. Uh, all right, so if you are interested and want to take course with me, feel free to email me here and we can go from there. Either one-on-one, you can work on your own shots, doesn't matter. But that's it. Um, I made a house in a garage. Cool. Do you use Maya? Yes, I do use Maya Dronskal. Um, but at work at Ubisoft, I work at Ubisoft as a senior animator, and I actually use Motion Builder because we work more like in-game stuff. But if you and sometimes like when we are working on cinematics, then we use Motion Builder and Maya both. Um, Trey. Is it a big difference between game and cinematic? Yes, there is a huge difference between game and cinematic. Game is you pretty much do like takedown cycles or AI kind of animation, like how you interact with the character and how the character interact with the environment and stuff. But if you are in cinematics, they are pretty much cutscenes. So they're like planned out cutscenes that fits into the game. So they have a set camera, fixed camera, or sometimes their camera could be cut cutscenes like a camera cut, or there will be um like movement in the camera, but usually the cameras are already set and then they're fixed, and you pretty much make the shot very relatable or more polished compared to the game, because the game animation is very technical because you need to animate cycles or takedowns or SDPs, and then you need to interact that with the engine in the game. But cinematics are you don't have to work with the engine, but you do need to make sure that it is very close to the film, like almost like there is a short film in the game, right? So need to make it as good as possible, like very polished. Um, yeah. So at the moment right now, at Ubisoft, I work on Far Cry 6, and I'm not on the cinematics team, but I'm professionally a cinematic animator, but this project has opened a lot more opportunities for me to actually see and test with the game engine as well. So I work with the game engine, and it's a blend between a cinematics and the gameplay, but I'm not a gameplay animator. I'm more like in between right now, with this project especially. So this is more interactive animation I do at the moment, but that's very close to cinematics, so I'm happy about it. Koi. Koi, I'm a computer engineer. Cool. That's awesome. Computer engineers, all about the brains. We're all about the art. What can you teach me? I'm not sure. What do you want to learn? That's a good question. What do you want to learn, Koi? Um, is it possible to explain, or is it complex to say what is important? What is important in what, like game or cinematics? What is important? Um, what's green or what's good? What's a good program? What program are you using? I'm using Maya. Maya Autodesk. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys, I'm so sorry. So far, I was talking about all this and nobody really said anything. Oh no. So far it's like my face cam was there. I didn't switch to like screen share. Someone should have called me out on that. Oh my. Oh my. All right. Here we go. Um what's a good program? This is Autodesk Maya 2019 is what I'm using at the moment. I will actually go through this again for you guys because I was just talking and you're just seeing my face rather than the screen. So I'm gonna go with this again. Um um catch finally JD Smith. Hello, finally catching your stream again. Happy New Year. Welcome back. Spectre, since you mentioned Mobu, since Maya has incorporated human IK, um how much longer do you think Mobu will be relevant? In your opinion, what's stopping Mobu, all the studios, from adjusting mocap in Maya instead of Mobu? Okay, so that's a good question, JD. So the thing is, Maya is way more advanced in like doing more polished animation. Um, so studios are leaning more towards this. And Mobu is more like it's very compatible with the mocap when you capture, and then when you try to move that to um motion builder, like you can stitch and assign the capture that you have done to the character. So yeah, so I would say that Maya is more for fine animation, and Mobu is more to actually get like the capture and put it onto the character and then take it to the Maya to refine it more. So, but if Maya can do what Mobu is doing, then I think we can just get rid of Mobu at some point. But I think that's the difference between two softwares. I guess they just wanted to have a separate features. But we'll see what happens in the future. Now the Blender is like kind of trending, so um yeah, since Maya got more, you have to pay to use Maya, like unless you're a student or you work in the industry, but like yeah, you have to pay for Maya, so Blender is like a free software at the moment. I think sounds very different for any technology aspects. No worries. Jamal, agreed. Far Cry 6, that's fire. Cool. How many Far Cry fans are there? I've never actually played Far Cry. I think I did kind of go through a little bit of gameplay with Far Cry 5, but I haven't played other Far Cries, but it's a pretty cool game, what we are doing at the moment, so I'm excited for you guys to play. Um, oh, okay, Andrew, yes, you mean what it's possible to explain what is complex, saying what is or is it more important to say what is important? There's no importance between game animation and cinematics. It's up to your choice. It's your interest and your skill sets that what makes you enjoy and work with stuff. So yeah, there's like nothing that is important or not less important or so yeah, up to your preference. John, thought you were still in the process of explaining it. Oh, me not sharing the screen? Yeah, I'm just out of my mind today. I started the stream a bit late and I'm like, you guys should be like, oh, where are you typing? Can you just share your screen? Next time, just let me know. It's like, I'm like, what would you get out of seeing my face? Hmm, okay. Transkell, I'm looking for VFX courses to add my filmmaking skills. Any other courses you have besides the foundation for a VFX course? Oh, okay. I mean, Dronsko, you can reach out to me on this email and then I can guide you through more. We do have a bunch of courses at CG Spectrum, so you might be interested. Like there is Houdini, um, we do animation, we do modeling, character design, bunch of stuff. So you might be interested in it. So yeah. Is the mainstream on Twitch? Oh, Green Aura. Like, where are you on? What stream are you right now? Are you on CG Spectrum or Electra 1989? Neither have I more into fun games. Oh, neither you have. Okay, you're not into Far Cry 2. Okay. Never got into Far Cry, but since the guy from Breaking Bad is in it, might have to play. Yes, that's true. We were so excited to have him as a villain. So yeah, the entire studio is like after we pitch him the Far Cry, like what is his role and character, everybody is like he immediately liked it and was like, okay, I'm gonna take this project. So yeah, I think our pitch worked and we got him to be our Villain. Um, Katie Smith. Um, mm, mm, mm. Any courses of teaching after Fix Nuke or Houdini are gonna be the ones to check. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. So, JD, are you from CG Spectrum at the moment? And what courses are you taking? Oh, I still can't get to work. I was like trying to like hide Elsa's rig just to like show you guys what I was doing. Nothing has been shown. So this is Elsa rig. She has textures too, but I just went with the basic Lambert at the moment. And I hid all her uh, like face and hair because we are just gonna work with the hand. So yeah, this is what I did when I was just showing my face on the stream rather than actual screen. So this is what I was doing like first half of the time. um and then yeah, and then this one. Like I can actually go through them if you guys want, but if anybody just joined right now, we can um go through go through this again, or if you're okay, then we can just jump into animating. Mm, not at the moment. Got him and Cyberpunk got. Not at the moment. No, I had Scott as an instructor in the past. Oh, cool. So you must have worked with the Unreal, JD? John, come on, you have a lovely face. Oh, thank you, Sean. But I get it. Here for the knowledge, here to see animation at work. Exactly. And when I was talking, nobody said that you can't see the screen. And I was like, yeah, because I was kind of even like when I was talking about this, I was highlighting. And when I'm talking, I didn't go through the chat because I do want it to go in a flow, so we have everything in one set. So people, when they watch the stream, watch the stream back, they don't want to have me talking about approaching a shot and then like answering some of your stream questions. So like kind of went with the flow. Totally missed it. Oh no. Hmm. I love this channel. So much amazing knowledge being shared. Loved hearing from other animators and artists. Even if it's something I'm familiar with, I'm always learning something new. Awesome, JD. That's so sweet. That's great. Yeah, we do have really cool instructors and we do kind of take this opportunity to do streaming like more seriously to like kind of show what you guys kind of like make you guys more exciting to work animation because it's kind of very easy to caught up in a stressful environment or kind of be demotivated about what you want to do in your life if even though you're interested in animation, not knowing what track to take, what to do. So if you get to see like bunch of other stream like related to animation and VFX and stuff, it's great for you to be like, oh, my interest lies more in animation or in VFX, and it actually helps you to like keep motivated and checked and keep going. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Did you have an interest in other types of art before animation? Yes, I do. I'm actually a traditional artist, painter. I am an abstract painter, and that was my first, I would say, as a career. Um, it was into art for almost 4 to 5 years. And then I was very much interested in animation overall. And I wanted to, like in film, actually. I am very much interested in film. Um, and gotta run. All right, Russ. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be streaming later in the night, so we can talk more. Talk to you later. Yeah, so yeah, my first career was abstract artist. I love doing art and painting and everything like the oil paints, acrylic, watercolor. At the moment, watercolor is like pretty um pretty like I'm more interested in watercolor. So yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So, and then after that, I was more interested in animation and like a film, and I wanted to like see what I can do. And like when you are actually in the film holding a camera, I love holding like a real camera and like planning out shots and shooting. But at the same time, I when I found out about animation, how you can create animation between four walls with one computer, you can create your own world, whatever you want. That just fascinated me. And of course, as a kid, I was like more into Disney and anime as well. So I was like, I'm just gonna blend the traditional art and the CGI so that I can kind of show something, a different world from art and from the computer side. So I thought that would be like a good blend. And yeah, so I took up animation as a full-time career. But I wouldn't say this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm always like up for more challenges. So anything that is related to art. So we'll see. For you means Blender is more training or a student thing. I was explored and find an art. He creates his concept art in Blender and it's that's cool. Okay, Blender is still a student thing. I haven't seen professionally used, but there is a huge scope of possibility that it could be in actual like industry too. So who knows? But at the moment, most of the students use that because it's free. Has your computer ever caught fire while rendering? No. uh, Today I'm having difficulty with like seeing chats. They're a bit delayed. Mm. All right. Love abstract art and how different people may interpret it differently. I know not many people actually understand abstract art, but it's actually very, very difficult. There are people that kind of take it for granted and like just do whatever blob of color and say that's an abstract art, but that's not. So I was actually an art teacher as well before this, or an art instructor. So I can talk about abstract art for like hours. It's not what people think it is, and there goes a lot more than that. So that's where I that let's leave it at that. um, have you seen Bob Ross? Uh, yes and no. Aaron, your paintings are very beautiful. Thanks, Aaron. That's sweet. I'm glad that you liked it. Yep, dead on money on animation. The idea that you're creating anything with a computer was fascinating. Yes. Yeah, like it technology has huge possibilities, right? So I was like, I would be still experimenting with technology. I wouldn't just confine myself just to pen and pencil or brush and paint. I do want like both. Um, Bob Ross, I've never met him, but I do know him. Um, Interesting. If you had a task of creating your own video game, what would be the premises? My own video game? I think I wanted to create something in the nature or in another planet. Something more futuristic. Or like there is two types. One, either futuristic, like and yeah, somewhere you're gonna go like totally a different world, or something very more relatable to the recent world and actually like very more meaningful. Like there is this game called Life is Strange, like where you kind of connect with the characters and you feel more authentic. The characters feel more authentic, that you feel that you're part of that game and the character, you really relate to them. So something like that, story driven, or something very more kind of out of this world where you just go and experience different world. Mm. Your computer has? You gotta be careful, Rizwan. It's always deeper than the surface. Yes. You're talking about the abstract art, right? Dips and paint, slaps wall, look at the abstract art. Exactly. What are they talking about? I don't know. Okay, let's see. FKIK. So, alright. These controllers shouldn't be hidden. Is the music too loud or do you guys even hear it? I haven't played Life is Strange, but Earth's Fire. Yeah, Life is Strange is pretty great. I think if you play, you might like it. You stream and game as well. Yes, I usually stream. Like at the moment, like I'm kind of not streaming games, but sometimes I do like stream some art, and then I sit and just chat. Um, um, but mostly like on Saturdays, I am streaming more educational animation stuff. Um, Now you hear it. Perfect. Awesome. All right, in a bit I'll go through these again. I'm just gonna see what we can do with the finger animation. or at least pose it. Let's see, what kind of thing can we do? Probably say you, or some kind of animation. Like, I think the one GIF I did was like, we need another hand for it to interact. That's like a really good one because we can like show more polish in the contact. We need like a... Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I think I have to actually do this. Who is on Twitch at the moment? JD, are you on Twitch? You're on Twitch, okay. How do I do this? Where... Hold up. Man, Twitch is like complicated. I do want to make you... Okay, Sean and JD. I'm gonna make both of you. Okay. How do I find people here? Click on the names on the Twitch chat. Oh, like I wanted to make one of you guys mob because like there is people that are like putting stuff that were not supposed to be in the stream, so this is crazy. Somehow I'm not able to find. Mm. Yeah, spammers. The thing is, I don't know. How do I do this? God. All right, there you go. Here. I think that worked, right? I hope that worked. I modded myself. Spectra, I'm going to try word this sensitivity and try not to overstep my bounds. YouTube. If Indian Asian doesn't. I'm curious as an animator, do you feel your culture is represented enough properly on screen in animation? Also, what are something that you would like to see more of in animation regarding culture, race? Ask this aspect as someone who loves to incorporate people outside the ethnicity while telling the stories, and I truly hope this. Well, I'm actually more an artist. I'm not very sensitive about race, culture, or something. Unless an artist, we are like all humans, right? And to tell the truth, sometimes artists, if we as artists, we don't encourage each other, that's a huge issue. Even forget about the culture and race. So as artists, we need to stick together and we need to like support each other and show all different kinds of things. So I mean, I don't have a big say on anything. Like I want to see like Asian movies like or Indian movies on screen, but or like more like black men, women or men as more like lead characters. It would be great. But in the end, it's more about like, as an artist, are we trying to say what we wanted to? Are we speaking our heart? Is more important, right? So if something that you wanted to like put out in the world and have more, I don't know, like you wanted to speak your, like you wanted to have a voice out there by like kind of representing Latinos, Indians, Africans, or like Asians in general. Like if you want to, then go ahead. And the more the variety, the better. But as for me, like I really didn't dig into that too much, and I didn't have much challenges in the industry, so all that I can say. Perfect. I'm sure he's far away asking himself to use and still doesn't understand why his choice in Blender. I see. For a viewer, I know that at top right Twitch there's an icon too, but like yeah, I was trying, but like in my users on the Twitch, I really can't see none of you guys, like JD or Sean. That's kind of weird. Like you guys are still chatting, but it's not visible, so probably something could be glitchy. But I kind of modded myself, so that's good. Self-check. I see. I think could be things I could have changed something in my settings, but no worries. It's all good now. Um Yeah, if there's someone that's doing self-promotions or like any spammers that are just talking about whatever stuff that are not related to animation, or it doesn't have to be relating to animation, but just someone that is doing self-promotions, we do want to block them out. Any spammers, toxic people. All right. All right, let me go through this again. So, before we kind of jump into it, I do need like another character for that though. We have like another 45 minutes to go. Hey Oscar! Welcome. Is this your first time? How many animators are on this stream actually? What is it you're working? I'm gonna talk a little bit about this since people are coming in right now. And I'm gonna animate a little bit of hand animation. Like I'm thinking of this, so I need to find like a male hand. I'm trying to look for another character. Oh, we'll bring that character in. It's not on rigging, it's on 3D animation, character animation, acting. Green Aura. What's your Twitch? What's my Twitch? It's I think it's Electra. Yeah, that's one. Electra _ 1989. That's my real Twitch. Animator here. Nancy. Hello. Sean. Animators everywhere. Buzz Lightyear. Sean is animator, I know that. Oscar. JD, you animate too. Awesome. Yeah, we have a few animators in the house. Oscar, are you going to animate from a step mode to smooth? No, I'm more like a straight ahead, so I'll jump into splining. I don't use stepped at all. It's almost an auto and spline. And then I just work through it and keep polishing and keep like refining it. Oh, you animate from a step mode to smooth? I see. Yeah, I actually see a lot of other animators doing that. I mean, it's again, it's a preference and what finds it easier on yeah, what feels easier. So there is no that rule. All right, let me download. Let me download another character. Oh, can't start animating. Two. Victor, dude. Download, dude. All right. And by the way, if any of you guys want me to review your shots, feel free to shoot me an email. Like here, that's my email address. So, you guys can, I will review your shots and, yeah, kind of help you guys to see what's working, what's not working, but it will be more general review, demo reel review, or a shot review. Even if it's like a single shot, that's good too. Yeah, but yeah, because like I do want like a kind of blend between like reviewing and showing how to animate. So yeah, I think I downloaded another rig. Let me bring him here. All right. Before I jump into animation, let me talk a little bit as the character is loading about approaching a shot. You're like me, straight ahead. Oh, that's cool. That's only for blocking, you're right. Spline, you can get better idea of movement right away. Very true. Right. Because sometimes when you do a step and then you change it to the spline, like everything is so mushy, and yeah, then like you really like have challenges to make the timing and everything look good. So yeah, I'm more like a straight I work with like timing wise, everything has to look good from the get-go. Oh man. Point 0.5. 0.0. 0.002. Where's my Elsa? Oh. Oops. Okay, there's Elsa. And then dude. Where are you, dude? Oh, he's there? Oh, I see something here. There he is. Why is he like off the origin? Snap him here. So to snap, I think you guys must be knowing this already. You use V and then middle mouse drag, so it'll just snap to the origin, like to the. Okay, now we change this to 0.02, 0.03, 0.02. 0.03. 0.03. Oscar, I have a site with few practice animations. Sure. I think I can look at that if you want me to review them. Or if anybody just specifically want their shots to be reviewed, feel free to send me to this email. So then I can give you guys feedback. Is CG Spectrum only an online or an institute as well? It's just an online school. People are all over the world and it's up to your own timing whenever you want. It doesn't have to be like morning. Like if you're doing a full-time job in the morning and you wanted to take like a class in the night, that is too. So yeah, it's not specific to like a scheduled class. It's like it's up to your own schedule. We go with it. Let's see if these two hands meet. Wow, this dude's hand is too big. So we're gonna scale him a little bit down. Okay, this should be good. Still big. That should be good, I guess. Or he's gonna look like Thanos. Why? Can I just have that? Okay. Faces like this. Oh no. Oops. I did something wrong. Maya is glitchy. Hey Stu! Yeah, I'm doing some hand animation. I'll be talking a little bit about how to approach a shot, so yeah, if someone is tuning in at the moment, this will be a good one. I think Maya froze. We'll give it a time. Maybe it will be better, or we should force shut down it. But let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk a bit on this. How's it going, Stu? How's your weekend? Yeah, seems like Maya isn't. Oh. Oh no, it's working. Yay! I don't have to force shut down. I'm gonna just save this just in case. Last time it crashed, nothing got saved. Live stream. Whatever we can. And animate. Alright, that's saving. Oh nice, I need to know some of this too. Awesome, Stu! Alright, let's talk about this. And then we will jump into the hand or the finger animation. But it's a bit small. Okay, I'm gonna just type it. How do I do this? Restream message. Can someone just like type this on the chat? Yeah, it's too small. I know. How do I increase the font size? Stu, can you type this on the chat box? You took a print screen. Awesome. I hope you can scale it. Thanks, Sean. So oh no. You he's just asking for an email, Sean. just the email. Oh wow, did you just type all of that? Oh wow. He was just asking the email address. No worries, I'm gonna talk about this and then you guys can like revisit the stream and just pause it and just take a screenshot from the computer. But at the moment, I think Oscar is just asking for the email address so that he can send his work, I guess, I believe. All right, so about approaching a shot. Let me turn down the music a little bit down. Okay. Planning across a series of shots, I think I was showing earlier some examples when I was just showing my face, I guess. So, yeah, anyways, when you were planning across a screen of shots, so you want to know what you want your shots to look like. So plan out your shots. Do you want 2-person dialogue, 1-person dialogue, or if you have 5 great ideas, how are you trying to bring all that in your planning? So you plan them out and then you lay them across and then pick. This speaks to me more personally, so I'm gonna pick this shot and start animating on it. And where I am coming from or going with this shot. Every time you start or planning out your shot, you do need to ask this. Where am I coming from in order to like pick the shot to animate, and why and where am I going with this shot? So that's very, very important. Because if you had no clue why the shot is even existing there, then you will kind of you're not motivated to even finish that shot. Every sequence has an arc and it's a place within the shot or a film. So again, every character has its own place. There's an example that I just did before is if there is a cook that has to be in the restaurant or in the kitchen, but he's in the battlefield, he is not in the right spot. So you put your characters where they belong. You put the objects and the props where they belong. So you need to make your world that everything fits right in there. And be the director and why does the shot exist. So when you animate your short film or your shot, you're the director. So take the ownership of your shot and see why the shot exists. And talk to yourself like, why am I doing this shot? Who this person is? Why this shot is so important to me? Yeah, and then every shot has shot have a purpose and definable subtext, and you must find its place within the sequence. Again, this goes with our third point. Again, we need to find its own place in the sequence and why that shot exists. And every shot has a subtext. If the shot is saying, "You are so rude," if that's the dialogue, and the subtext would be, "I can't believe this," or like, you're are just like so rude. So like sometimes like you cannot go with exact words, but like every dialogue has its own subtext. Like it's like kind of your feel of how you're feeling that dialogue is actually a subtext. So I don't know, like if there is a specific dialogue, say, where have you gone all this time that I was waiting for you? Is that the subtext could be I missed you, or it's been too long, or something like that. So that's a huge dialogue. And then for that, the subtext. The subtext is pretty much like your inner self talking, and how you're feeling to that line is the subtext. And when it comes to the character, who are they? Ask why. Asking why is very, very important. Who are they? Where are they? Why are they in the shot? Very important. And always ask who this character is. What is the purpose behind the move? And if you're doing any kind of gestures, for example, if there is this kind of like hand gesture, why this hand gesture? Because there could be a backstory between these two characters, why they are like, it's important that he is helping her to like sit down, and then he's kind of like closing because like he kind of assures her that you're in safe hands, right? Something like that. So every move has a meaning behind it and the purpose behind it. So what's the purpose behind that move you're doing? In general, where can I provide a resting point for the audience? Very, very important again, is because when you have things constantly moving on the screen, you really, really don't know what's happening. And you do need have that breathing space. So have a resting point so that the person can digest what you just showed on the screen and then move on to the next shot. So if it's a one shot, in that shot, if there is a high energy and a low energy, have a resting point. So you're kind of dividing the shot so that people can take time to understand and digest and reciprocate what's happening in the shot. Yeah, like even like high status, low status, high energy, low energy, contrast. There should be a resting point in between. And how minimal can I make it? Sometimes going big all the time can be overwhelming, so have some minimal moves, subtle moves, and make it like as minimal as possible so that you don't want too much heavy movement unless it's a big fight scene. Is there a space to show thought process? Again, this goes to having a resting point. Is if a person is constantly talking, give some breathing space, give that resting point, then you can think about that thought process. Show that thought process in that resting point and be like what the character is thinking. Don't worry about finding entertainment, just find the truth and relatability and be true to the shot. So all the time people get caught up in thinking that I have to make this shot look as entertaining as possible, but that's not true. Unless you're going for a comedic thing, then yeah, do it. But again, the comedic shot should be very relatable. That something of your personality, right? Or some let's say your friend is very comedic and they always do that kind of gesture or move, then you want to put that into your shot so it's more relatable and it gives that more true essence and true to the character. Because sometimes like we try to like fake things to be more entertaining, but they're just moving, but it's, you lose that it is not really speaking to the audience what you're trying to say. So yeah, that is it. So that's all pretty much in a nutshell. Kind of went through really fast, but if you have any questions, shoot me in the text and in the chat box. And if you have anything that you want me to review, then email it to me. I would be only reviewing one person's demo reel or shot only once, because this whole purpose of the stream is to attract more students to be a part of CG Spectrum in taking my classes or like my mentorship at CG Spectrum. So it's more like to kind of help you guys and at the same time guide you, but I wouldn't be going more detailed notes. It will be more generalized, but it's still nothing than nothing. So, yeah. So that's all for today, I guess. And then we will jump into this animating. So let's assign a new material. Sean, you did great job. I didn't know like you typed all that. Um, thank you, but I think he was just asking for an email. Uh, actually, probably I can see if I can do this. There you go. That's the email. Mm, do you have a link? Do you have a link of your demo reel? Yes, I do have a link for my demo reel, and that would be that's my website, sonyspectra.weebly.com. And if you go into the animation section in there, you can find my demo reel for my cinematics and for my keyframe animation. Check that out. True, where the release comes from. And what where the shot comes from and where it's going mainly for continuity. Yes. Resting points is something I'm bad at. Right, JD, so what is that challenge? Why are you so bad at I just wanted to know what is that challenging? What do you find it more difficult? So probably we can like find a middle ground to be like more help you with that. You can give me an example too. Sting point, it's shine, 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 nonstop for audience. Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I just heard the word copy and I was like, yeah, I'll drop all the notes in the chat without thinking. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I was just like asking, oh, just copy the the email address so people know where to send their demo reels, but no worries. Thanks for the effort though. You just sat there and typed all the notes. I'm like, that was so quick. When we were animating these hands as well, um let's just like make sure that this character is like I am imagining the guy is like standing here, right? And then this girl is sitting down. So we will just stage them accordingly because then we can. Oh, and then this is the arm that he's gonna use. So we'll put this. Even though they're not in this in the shot, it's better to pose them because if you think, oh, this leg is somewhere there, and then according when you're doing your root, like it could be off. So what you're doing off screen does matter. So sometimes like make sure it's looking good. You don't have to look at make it look amazing. Like you don't have to pose these fingers, but at least overall position of the character is important. For me, it's because I found myself trying to cramp in as many visual gags as possible where I should be scaling it back or at least let a gag have time to breathe before introducing another. True. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Right. So, yeah, you know, like when you're doing something like a gag or like a comedic shot, you want that punch, right? In the end, like a where like people didn't expect that, and you give that breathing space, and then it just happens, and then they just like laugh out so loud because they weren't expecting for that. So, Charlie Chaplin is like a good example where he actually takes some time to, even though like the things are very like fast pacing, like he will kind of like have the breathing space. He will just wait and then go for that comic. In sometimes doing nothing is also comedic, or let's say a person is trying to scare and if like he wanted to like scare, when you say boo, it's like it's you're pretty much scaring, but you don't say anything. You're just sitting there, and the person trying to like come into the room, and the other person who wants to scare just like stands there. That could be as terrifying, like it could be more terrifying than you telling the person boo. So that will be actually a good example to say minimal animation where do nothing but can be yet creepier, you know? So find that kind of things in your shot. What can you do to give that punch in that shot? I'm cooking while I'm watching. It's 12 here in Australia. Feeling hungry. Oh, you're from Australia, Oscar. Cool. Thanks for watching while you're cooking. It's like 7:45 p.m. here in Canada. Or in Toronto. I'm more on the east side. It's a great reference today. Yes. That's a nice point to your scary reference. Your industry's trying to stop scary. Right. Michael Myers. I know. Like sometimes like people think they should just do like so much to just scare or have that. But you actually in real life that did happen. I was trying to like scare one of my friend, and I was preparing myself, be like, when she comes into the room, then I'm gonna be like, boo. And I'm preparing in my head. But so there's like a switch behind my back. So she came into the dark room and then tried to like look behind the door to switch on the switch. I didn't even do anything. I was just standing there, and she just like freaked out and started screaming because it's just the silhouette. Like, could be really creepy in the dark, right? So, yeah, then I understood that I didn't have to do much work. She's already like super scared now. So, yeah, that actually I take from my personal experience again. So, yeah. Again, relatability. I'm watching from Vancouver. Vancouver! I love Vancouver. It's my favorite place in Canada. Whistler, Vancouver. Awesome. Must be for you guys, it's like around 4:50 at the moment. Hi, Hiso. Hello, welcome. Is this your first time? Yeah, the girl from the ring just stands there, hair down in her face, Carrie. I know. I really don't like scary movies. That is so creepy. Okay, this is not the arm. What am I doing? Other one. Ooh. So I go back and then I make sure remove move. Oh, I gotta get the fingers as well. And I take all this back. What happened? Remove. There you go. Pretty much. Oh, this is your first time. Welcome. Are you an animator, Hisoka? Do you often animate from GIF references? No, I don't actually animate from GIF references. I do have an actual reference. For this stream, it's very like casual, so I had to find something really quick. So I just went with this just to get like a general feel of how a hand goes. But I can actually put this into a movie file and have it more like frame by frame and check how things are working. But this is just like a GIF running in the back, but when we actually get to the point, I will do that. But I'll be ending the stream in like 5 minutes, so we can continue this. And next week I'll have it as a movie file, so it's more solid for me to like go from a movie than from a MOV file than from a GIF. Just the eerie way you can pose in the dark and can freak people out. For me, I once entered my sister's room while she was studying. I hovered over its stuffed bear she had. Just the shadow only caught her off guard. Man, I feel a lot whenever I think about it. Aw. Right. You know what? You could actually do that as a shot. That could be good. So that's what I mean. Like if in the moments when you're trying to do some kind of like scary scene or a comedic shots or something that want to be more relatable to you, some things that are in real life that you have experienced will have more authenticness. She's sitting. She's trying to sit down, right? Yeah, I would actually, when I do the finger, we can just do the finger, but I would even animate the torso a little bit just to match this. Um, but we'll continue this. At least we had this post for now. We'll have them in the same same eyeline. I'm thinking maybe I can like enlarge him a little bit. He has a tiny head compared to her. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, perhaps so. Like a scene from a Pixar movie. Yes. I know, right? I think it was Toy Story 2 or 1? Or even like Toy Story of Terror. They released a one for the Halloween. They have really good shots over there too. Why does he have a shoulder translate? I need a rotation. I'm not a big fan of this guy rig. Maybe we'll do her reaching to his arm, like hand. This is like a contact. We will do like an actual move, so that way will be more. Yeah, we'll do this next week. For now, I have this post. I'm gonna save this. Yeah. Any questions? Because it's almost 7:57, which means almost in 3 minutes I'm gonna end this. But he got some John. Great. Very, very. Yeah, I hope they both are in this kind, like it's a very dainty hand, so should be kind of close, right? They show some Canadian animation here in Australia too. Very cool. That's awesome. Canadian animation. All right. So on that note, do you guys have any questions before we end the stream? Yeah, I will be just will you be using constraint for holding hands? Taryn, not sure. Maybe. It could be. At the moment I think yeah, I think I do need to use a constraint. Yeah, I'll be doing it. I'll do on and off constraint for it to contact. So I'll be doing it in IK. One of the hand would be in IK. Both could be in IK, I guess. Right now they're in FK, so I'll change that and pose it next week, and then we will animate. So yeah, kind of excited. At least today I get to like talk a little bit about this, and then we did go kind of got into characters. I spoke with all you guys on the stream. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to have more people in talk some animation, not just animation, anything in general, anything that is creative that you're passionate about, trying to like get yourself into the industry or into just into the mood of getting animated, right? So want to be animating, so appreciate the stream. Hope to catch next one. Thanks, JD. JD Smith, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Don't have any questions at the moment. The notes and the explanations are clear and insightful. Thank you, Spectra. Thanks, Sean. I'm glad that you came to the stream, and I will see you next time. And I hope that your demo reel is going well too. I hope you get to like address all the notes from last time. Thank you. Thanks, Taryn. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You got this. Thanks, Nancy. Thank you so much. Thanks, Taryn. Have a great I hope it is the same time as California, right, Taryn, in Mexico? I hope you have a rest of your weekend, good weekend. Thanks, too. See ya. When is my next stream? Oscar, my next stream is Saturday, same time. EST 6 p.m. And sorry, Eastern time 6. Sorry. Eastern time 6, Pacific time 3 p.m. So there you go. And if you're from Australia, I think, I'm not sure, maybe it's the same time whenever you join. So it's a 2-hour stream. Thank you once again for the review. Hope to catch your next stream once more. Awesome, Sean. See ya. See you next Saturday, Nancy. Awesome, guys. I really appreciate for stopping by. Thanks for your time, and I hope this is insightful. And we will get to do more animation next time. These streams are pretty chill. There is no set rule to like finish specific animation today or tomorrow. If you guys have any other questions or stuff, feel free to reach out to me. That's my email address. And I do want to do some reviews in between of animation, so shoot me your demo reel or a shot that you're working on through my email and we will review that. Thanks, Presto. Thank you. You're welcome. I will see you guys next stream. Till then, have a great day, have a great weekend, have a great night.